had to pay for the solicitor exam, which cost me $750 plus tax. Then I failed the solicitor exam and I had to rewrite it for $600. Hello beautiful people, welcome to another episode of Ask Mo. My name is Mo, I'm a lawyer and I'm licensed to practice law in the province of Ontario, Canada. I answer questions relating to getting licensed as a lawyer in Canada, grad school, and general advice about life in Canada. Please note that whatever I say in this video is not legal advice. Now let's move on to the next hurdle you have to cross, which is articling or the LPP, which is the law practice program. Now it cost me $2,850 plus tax for articling, which amounts to $3,164. The LPP program also costs the same, which is $2,850 plus tax. Now the next fee is the exemption fee. Now this is not compulsory for everybody. In my case, I didn't have to pay an exemption fee because I articled. So let's say, for example, you have like so much experience from your country and you don't want to article and you want to exempt yourself from articling. You have to pay an exemption fee, which costs $160 plus tax. And after you pay the exemption fee, you then have to do a professional conduct course, which costs $900 plus tax, which is $1,017. Now, the next fee under the articling category is the abridgment fee. So let's say, for example, you want to reduce the length of your articling. In Ontario, you're supposed to article for 10 months. So let's say you already have experience from another country and you want to reduce the length, you have to pay a fee, which will cost $160 plus tax. Now, the good thing is for articling, you don't have to pay at once, because for me at the time I was articling, I was still a student and I didn't have $3,164 to drop at once. So I applied for instrumental payments. So they have the instrumental payment plan for 5 months and the instrumental payment plan for 10 months. So I did the one for 5 months, but there's interest. There's interest of $50 if you do the one for 5 months, and there's interest of $100 if you do the one for 10 months. But it's good because it helped me, split the amount I had to pay. So I had to pay $3,164 in 5 months, which was preferable to paying everything at once. So I would say for articling / LPP, if you know you want to article, just budget, like $3,200 plus interest and all those things. But if you're not articling, if you want to apply for abridgment or you want to apply for exemption and do all those other things, you will be paying less for articling. Let's get into the third hurdle you have to cross, which is the bar exam. So for the bar exam, I paid $3,768.05, and I'm going to give you guys the breakdown. So application fee for the bar exam cost $160 plus tax. So I ended up paying $180.08 for the application fee. I also paid late application submission fee, which costs $75 plus tax. So everything was about $84. So the thing is, for ITLs, internationally trained lawyers, most of us, we have to pay this late application submission fee. And the reason is because we have a different cycle. If you go to law school here in Canada, it's for 3 years, and once you're done with your last year, I think in April, you have a window before you write your bar exam in the summer, right? But for internationally trained lawyers, for ITL, it's different, because sometimes we article and then write the bar exam, or we write the bar exam while we are articling. Everything is all over the place. There is no like set rule for us, right? So most times we miss that cycle. So you're supposed to apply for all these things before summer. And don't worry, I'm going to get into the details of everything in subsequent videos. And because it's a bit different for ITLs, most of us have to pay for the late application submission fee. So the next thing I paid for was the barrister exam, which cost me $750 plus tax. Then I failed the exam and I had to rewrite it. So I had to pay $600 plus tax to rewrite the exam. Then I had to pay for the solicitor exam, which cost me $750 plus tax. Then I failed the solicitor exam and I had to rewrite it for $600. So the bar exam in Ontario, note Ontario, we have two exams, the barrister exam and the solicitor exam. So I had to pay $750 for each of those exams. I failed and I had to pay $600 each for those exams for a rewrite. I also had to pay for my study material, which was $150 plus tax, right? They provide you with all the study materials you need for the bar exam, not for NTA. And so it cost me $169 for the study materials. And then there is a fee called the call to bar fee. So after you have passed everything, after you have crossed the 3 hurdles, then you shall get called to the bar. And there is a call to the bar fee, which costs $250 plus tax, which is $282. There's also a fee called late filing fee. So if you file your NCA certificate of qualification late, you have to pay a fee. If you file your articling forms late, you have to pay a fee. Your transcripts, if you send them late, you have to pay a fee. And that costs $100 plus tax, which is $113 plus tax. So I spent $3,768 for my bar exams. But like I said, you might spend less or you might spend more. So let's say you don't fail any of those exams, you don't have to, I paid $1,200 to rewrite those exams, so $1,200 is off, the amount you have to pay if you don't fail those exams. Let's say you fail them, over and over again. By the way, you only have 3 chances to write the bar exams. So let's say you fail them 2 times or something, you have to pay more. So again, I'm sure this information will help you budget and it will help you know how much you need to spend. So in total, I spent $9,404, which is, almost 10,000 Canadian dollars, just to requalify as a lawyer in the province of Ontario, Canada. And like I said, this does not include my master's degree. So there are a few good things I would like to mention. Some of the NCA fees have been reduced, the assessment fee and the exam fees have been reduced, and also you don't have to pay at once. So don't think you have to come and drop 10,000 Canadian dollars, bam. All these things are in stages. I think it took me almost 2 years in order for me to requalify. Some people it takes them more, some people it takes them less. So you have this time frame, to pay 10,000 Canadian dollars. You don't have to pay everything at once. So you can always plan and budget. And another thing to consider is you'll be working while you're writing these exams. So you might be working as a legal assistant somewhere, or whatever job you find. Also, while you're articling as well, you get paid. Like I said, I will get into the details of all of that. Some people don't get paid. I will explain in subsequent videos, but most times you get paid. So you have, usually have money or stipends to pay for all these exams. And also it's a long time frame, like 2 years. So you pay in sections and in bits. And like I said, for your articling, they let you they give you like an instrumental plan, right? So you have more time to pay. So I hope you guys found this information very, very useful, and I hope you will use this information to budget and plan ahead of time. Thank you very much for sending in this question, sender. Please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Kindly click the red button below and subscribe and join the Ask Mo fam. Ooh, Ask Mo fam. I literally just came up with that. It sounds so cool. Ask Mo fam. Anyways, also, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, kindly follow me. My Instagram handle is moyosore_b. And my name is Moyosore Balogun on LinkedIn. I put out interesting articles that people can resonate with. So please follow me on LinkedIn as well so that you don't miss out on these interesting articles. And on Facebook, my name is Moyosore Balogun. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye. They have the instrumental. Thank you so much for watching, and see me in